But let's talk about Westfield a little bit. I visited with Coach Kyle Simmons last week. He didn't want to talk about the two players that we're about to mention. He wanted to, rightfully so, talk about the players that are there, but you can't mention Westfield. This is too big of a story. Yeah. Right now, two of their biggest players, Caleb Wheatland and Mikal Legal, have transferred out away from the school. We know where Caleb Wheatland is. He's at Avalon. So far, Mikal Legal has been a little bit off the radar, but that's a big move. And you asked me last week, you said, what's going on at Westfield?
Yeah, Joe Ball, I mean, that's absolutely major. Whenever you see two big-time seniors step away from a program, you got to ask questions about it. And we're not sure, we're not speculating, but you definitely got to ask questions about it. We're actually going to talk more about transfers when we grill each other in our Grilling Crew segment.
We spoke a little bit last week about transfers and how they're impacting one Northern Virginia team more than any other right now, the Westfield Bulldogs. Westfield is playing right now as we speak. Their game against Unity Reed was rescheduled from last night to this morning at 11 a.m. But when you talk about great football programs and those who will be playing on that last week of the season in December for a state title,
Westfield has been and will be in that conversation. As long as Coach Simmons is there, I don't see them not being in the conversation of making a playoff push, being in the conversation for a region title, and being in the conversation for a state title.
We've got a few holes to fill, but we're moving pieces around, and we had a black and gold scrimmage on Saturday, which gave us a lot of good film and evaluation.
Westfield head football coach Kyle Simmons has always got some big, fast, talented players.
There were about 10 kids that I ID'd as being pleasant surprises, so I'm very encouraged by the guys we got out here and the progress we're making. We still have a long, long ways to go, but one thing I feel like we've been good at here at Westfield is getting better as the season goes along.
At quarterback, they're considering starting sophomore Matthew Jenks.
As a freshman, we decided to move him up to be with us to play on what our JV, we call it developmental team. Because we saw that he was talented and we knew that he was probably going to be, or we wanted to evaluate whether he was going to be the next guy.
Simmons told me something about Jenks that he told me 2 years ago about superstar Michigan State quarterback Noah Kim, who took his Bulldogs to a state championship in his sophomore year.
This team will go on his back for sure if he plays the way he's capable of playing. Between his ability to throw the ball and our run game, we'll be in good shape offensively.
Owen Thomas will play both inside and outside on that defensive front.
He's been shown for us offensively we can't handle him right now. He's that good. He's given us fits on offensively, so I would expect he's going to do the same once we get into real game situations.
Harrison St. Germain is a Power 5 tight end who stands 6'4", 245, and comes from a family of Westfield Bulldogs and scholarship athletes.
We're looking for him to dominate on the edge as a tight end. We're looking for him to be able to contribute in the pass game.
Westfield is a weight room team. Coach Simmons likes for them to spend time in there all year long. He said that is something they desperately missed in the springtime, and it showed. And this was the first year that Westfield has lost 3 games that I can remember. In other action last night,